Cathy De Marcos. She is from Solutions to You. She's the founder and CEO, and she's going to talk to us about leadership in the modern era. She's also been named the Holistic Medical Doctor for Business. Isn't that a great title? And leading through action that innovates and disrupts old system thinking. She integrates 4 decades of experience in finance, business, and her qualifications in counseling and human change. Now, with great interest, I've been reading about your work in Uganda and other parts of Africa, where you've been doing organizational change and leadership also for financial literacy. So fantastic you're doing that work. I would like to say, let's give it up for Cathy. She's going to do the next half of our presentation.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So leadership. Well, we are going to talk about it with a slightly different lens today. Leadership actually goes beyond the role that we actually perform. It's about the presence that we embody. So, bear with me as we actually go through a little bit of a navigational tour. So from the Chamber of Commerce Foundation in the US, talking about economic security, to the Palace of Ajman, talking about conscious leadership and mindfulness, to being invited to the annual Disruption for Good in Necker Island gatherings, to remote Africa, and to actually speaking at a keynote at the Paris Olympics. None of those have actually occurred as an invitation because I was, and my clicker has actually not been, there it is, sorry. They've occurred not because of my title, but they've actually occurred, and it's not working, guys, sorry. Can we have... Thank you. They haven't occurred because of my title, but because of the leaders who are actually shaping the future are demanding something deeper. They're looking for integrity, ethics, and trust. So if we're talking about leadership, I'm going to ask you to do something very rare. I'm going to ask you to pause, not to think about what your next move is, but to think about what leadership really needs today. And what it needs is for us to pause, to listen, and to better understand. We're told that the future is fast, agile, and it's automated. But here's what we really need to do. It's to slow down. You see, it's no longer about efficiency leading to progress. And progress isn't always about wisdom. So, technology has its advantages. What it's done is it's given us tighter loops, it's given us faster systems, it's actually given us seamless AI. But leadership isn't a software upgrade. It's a human practice of presence. As leaders, we may be attending Davos, and we may be talking about UN goals, and maybe even peace. But my question to you is, are we asking the right questions, or are we responding faster to the wrong ones? Speed isn't always the answer. Our hippocampus actually generates new neurons every single day. If they're not used within 7 days, they actually die. This is not theory. This is biology. And in simple terms, unused capacity decays. And at the heart of that is epigenetics. Our thoughts, environments, the choices that we make determine how we evolve. If we rely too heavily on systems to actually think for us, we're not actually delegating tasks. We are outsourcing cognition. And that in itself is actually how we have capacity decay. You see, comfort is now the hidden risk. We talk about resilience. Well, resilience actually takes us back to baseline. And baseline isn't enough. I use Nassim Taleb's framework of anti-fragility. It is about strengthening through volatility. And this is what we need today. So through this, no matter whether I'm in a boardroom in London or New York or in remote Africa, I ask one question. What else is possible? It's not about what's safe or familiar. It's about what are we failing to see because it challenges our comfort. In your field of expertise, whether it be cybersecurity, innovation, policy, finance, you all understand consequences. But here's something to consider. Are we thinking about second and third order impacts? You see, my question is, are we actually protecting some assumptions? Are we reacting to what is known? Or are we creating what doesn't yet exist? This isn't about philosophy. This is about leadership strategy in the new era. So let's not quote neuroscience. Let's not actually look at what might be the simplest, the fastest, the easiest, and the most convenient. Let's not look at high performance. Let's actually enact it. This is where invitations into rooms that are going to shape the future come from. So it's about being prepared to challenge what's missing and actually only do what those often only dare to dream about. So let me leave you with one thing. Are we building capacity or are we building convenience? Leadership today doesn't demand perfection. It is asking us to be present, to actually have the courage to slow down, to think deeply, and to actually be brave, to take everyone with us into uncertainty. I'm Kathy DeMarcos from Solutions to You, and I welcome deeper conversations, especially if you're prepared to ask, what else is possible? Thank you.